No, it's gone.
Next up is Carrie and Co.
As I am 6 months pregnant, I will be wearing a bulletproof vest, protecting for 2, you see. As I suspected, I don't have superhuman strength, abilities, or shooting capabilities. What are you gonna do? I'm just a regular girl.
With none of our gung-ho gunslingers coming close to the target, never mind curving a bullet, it's quite clear that imitating the movie just isn't going to cut it. Coming up, Adam gets to terra firma.
There we go.
Weighing a lot less.
Ready to fly? I am. Ready, hit it.
To find out if the energy from a sonic boom can break glass,
Holy crap.
Adam and Jamie have recruited the Blue Angels.
Take a deep breath. Ready, hit it.
The U.S. Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, specifically Pilot Lieutenant Ben Walborn,
Going on up to 5Gs. We got 5Gs, 5.5.
is taking Adam for a training flight in preparation for supersonic testing.
Wow, I saw a little of the gray tunnel there. Yeah.
Depending on what the jet's doing, Adam's either going to be weightless or he's going to be experiencing about 7.5 Gs, which means that he'll feel like he weighs 1,400 pounds. Kind of like having an elephant on his chest. Now, if he follows his anti-blackout techniques that he was taught about in our safety briefing, he shouldn't pass out.
Come on, stick with me, Adam. You got it. You got it. Come on. Stay with us. Stay with us. We got it. Come back. You with me?
I'm with you. I almost passed out there for just a second.
But given his past history, I think he's going to spew.
I'm starting to feel a little nauseous. I think I may throw up.
All right, you got the bags back there?
Hold on.
Incredibly, despite blowing chunks on several occasions, the experience still blew Adam's mind.
There were two kind of mind-blowing things about that experience. One is that while I am using every ounce of strength and energy I have just to keep from passing out, Lieutenant Walborn is going through everything that I'm going through, except that he's piloting a $50 million plane, going through these motions, and talking to me all the time. The second one is that even though I passed out, even though I threw up, even though my dignity is, or lack thereof, is on display for television, it didn't detract from the experience at all. We have fired a whole crap load of rockets on the show, but we've never ridden in one.
Ready, hit it. Oh, and we're flying. Holy crap.
That thing is fast.
It is pretty fast. We did that vertical takeoff. We were going about 30,000 feet per minute climb rate up there.
Did you break the speed of sound?
No, I did not.
But you can, right? You guys break the sound barrier all the time.
Yes, but never at an air show. The FAA prohibits flying supersonic over populated areas. In order to fly supersonic, we'll go out to restricted zones or at least 30 miles off the shore.
Are you ready to barf at the speed of sound?
All right. Where do we stand?
Well, you blew chunks, you passed out a bunch of times. You're cleared to fly.
So I get to fly supersonic now?
Well, hold on a second there, cowboy. Remember, we were going to start with sonic booms from guns first.
Oh, right.
I've got a table full of glassware. I've got a .50 caliber rifle. We're good to go.
That sounds like a perfect day. Let's do it.
So while Adam gets busy with the corridor of glassware, Heinemann is handling the hardware.
If you're not aware, the .50 caliber is the big gun. There's not really anything that a civilian can get a hold of that's any bigger or more powerful than this. It kind of puts a smile on your face if you're a gun enthusiast.
And the peaceful, pastoral location that's about to be interrupted by the sound of violence is a familiar scene to the Mythbusters team.
This bucolic setting is, in fact, the Shabo gun range, and we've shot many bullet-related myths here, including Sniper Scope and a couple of What is Bulletproof episodes. Today, we want to find out if one of these can break one of these. But not by hitting it, merely by passing by. Yes, today is all about the sonic boom.
Let's talk sonic booms. Now, the first thing you need to know is that sound travels at 761 miles per hour at sea level. Now, this bullet goes supersonic when it's fired, and it goes about 1,984 miles per hour. And what is happening is that there's a shock wave created by a kind of a conical wall of sound trailing behind the bullet as it's going through the air. And when that wall of sound actually crosses a person, the person experiences that as a sonic boom. You can think of this kind of like a boat on the water, and the boat is leaving a wake behind it, and you're like a dinghy kind of floating nearby, and when the wake passes across you, you start to react to it. Now, what we're doing here is seeing what glass will do when that pressure wave goes through the glass. Will it break it? We're going to find out.
Next,
Your fly's down. Check.
our trio of gunslingers ramp it up with a robot. And Adam and Jamie let loose the big gun.
That is a hell of a thud.
Now for some insider info, proudly brought to you by Miller Lite. The most common sonic boom of all is thunder, created by the rapid expansion of air when lightning strikes. It's a filmic fable that has the Mythbuster message boards in a spin. Can you really bend it like Brangelina? Well, so far, despite the team's best efforts, there's been no sign of a bullet-bending shot.
That's looking pretty straight to me. It doesn't look like it's curving at all.
Swing and a miss.
Fact is, most of their shots went nowhere near the target.
Little early on the draw.
So to test this properly, they need to match the movie character's superhuman speed, strength, and accuracy.
So needless to say, we failed miserably at trying to curve the bullet ourselves. But you know what? We're only human. And the characters in Wanted have superhuman abilities. So that's why we're resurrecting this. It's a sword-swinging robot. Became a bat-swinging robot.
That's the hit.
Then became a hat-swinging robot. And it's about to become a bullet-curving robot. It can swing its arm at superhuman speeds, and what's more, it can fire the gun at precisely the moment we want it to. Take off some of the rust, change it around, and we're good to go.
Going down. We need a completely controlled environment to test our crazy gunslinging rig, so we've come down to the South San Francisco Police Department. They have a firing range, and they're gonna let us use it.
And while Grant gets ready for action, Tori and Carrie prepare to get the results down on paper.
We need to find out whether or not these bullets are curving, but in order to do that, we need to be able to track the path of our bullets. So we've set up 5 frames of paper down the gun range 8 feet apart. That way when the gun goes off, the bullet will punch a hole in each one of those sheets of paper. Science is body. Now, if the bullets are flying straight, those holes should all line up. And we should be able to see that by pointing a laser pointer down the hole.
Hey, it works!
Now, if those holes are not lining up, then we're curving bullets.
So the first test up is at regular human speed. Now I know we've already done this test ourselves, which qualifies as human speed, but the robot is capable of perfect execution. And that's what we need to do, is take out any differences in our timing or our aim and do it perfectly. Normally here on Mythbusters, we're pretty safety conscious, but on this experiment in particular, because we've got a gun going a full 360 degrees around, we have an extra set of precautions. Exhaust valves, open, 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 check. And because Tori and I are going to be in the danger zone here, we're wearing full bulletproof right here. Return elbow to hum. Pin is in. Trigger cylinder is out.
You ready to load the gun?
Almost. Check. 10 more steps.
Damn.
Secondly, I've got a 25-point checklist to make sure that we can load and discharge the weapon safely. Okay.
Your fly's down.
Check. That ought to cover it.
Here we go. We are loading the gun. All right, we are loaded and hot.
Okay, pull the elbow pin.
Pin pulled.
Pressurizing the shoulder.
This reminds me of Nam. Ready?
Ready.
Safety pin pulled. Let's go.
Get out of here.
Okay, this is going to be human speed.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I can see 2 and 3.
Remember, if the bullet did curve,
Fourth, we got all 5 frames. That was a good test.
the holes in the 5 sheets of paper, the